Hello and welcome to another episode of Dubai Interviews. Today I'm on my way to meet a national director of organization which is called BNI, Business Network International. It is the largest networking referral organization in the world. His name is Bijay Shah and I'm pretty sure it will be a very interesting interview.
I first came to Dubai in 2004. I was in London with my wife, and my background is financial services, so I actually got recruited by a boutique firm out here. So that's when we first came to Dubai. I've been coming to Dubai since 1995. But never with the intention of moving. Every time you come here, it's on a short break. You know, you're flying somewhere and you're transiting. So Dubai has been a place which every time you visit, you know, the landscape changes, the skyline changes. There's so much Dubai has to offer. So I've seen it grow. And when we decided to actually come to Dubai, or to kind of move to Dubai, it was with that dream that, you know, there's so much opportunity over here, and if we look forward another 20 or 30 years, this could be a place where there's so much to offer. My wife and I are both born in Africa and Kenya. So we actually moved to the UK to settle, but I never settled fully in the UK. Wasn't used to the weather, the spaces, you know, you compare Africa to the English weather and everything. And we were looking for somewhere where we'd get the best of both worlds, and Dubai seemed to be the perfect place. I used to work for an American stockbroker in the UK, and a lot of my colleagues were members of BNI. So I learned about BNI there. I went to a few chapters, but I could never join any chapter because there was always somebody who did what I did. So I put myself on a list and I say to them, whenever there's a new chapter opening, I'd like to be part of it. But you know, things moved on, and 3 years passed. I just never got a chance. And when we moved to Dubai, I had forgotten about BNI. When we moved here, it was pure coincidence that I received a call from BNI literally in the first week. They did not know that I was now in Dubai. I still had my UK cell phone, and they had my list for 3 years, my name on their list for 3 years. So I got a call saying, hey, we are now ready to start a BNI chapter. Would you like to be part of it? And that got me thinking. And I said, actually, you know what, maybe I should join BNI in this part of the world. It was not easy. You know, the idea was, I would say, not accepted by a lot of people. It's a brand new concept in this part of the world. First and foremost, you know, we are very structured. All our meetings are early in the morning, and in this part of the world, you know, when you say 6 o'clock in the morning, you do meet a lot of frowns. So when we spoke to people, I would say for every 10 people I would speak to, 8 of them would say this will never ever work. But I had this belief. I've seen BNI work in many countries all over the world, and somehow I had this strong belief in me that, you know, we are here to build a community, and it's not a huge community. You know, at the end of the day, if we can get a community of anything from 500 to 1,000 people, which we're still building, of course, that is enough. We are not looking for the masses. So globally, we have 180,000 members right now. In this part of the world, we are only about 500 members in the UAE. If you look at the region that I look after, which is Africa and the Middle East, it literally just accounts to about 2% of the total BNI membership. So there's a lot of opportunity and room for growth in these markets. The business being done, however, it's different. You know, what we're seeing is in this part of the world and in Asia in general, the ticket size, the nature of businesses being done is much higher than traditionally what you'd find in Europe and America. I think the profile of the BNI member in this part of the world is different as well. We're getting bigger businesses participating, and the nature of trades is much higher as well. So from that point of view, it's huge. Globally, our members passed $8.6 billion worth of business in the last 12 months. And I would say, a big chunk of that came from markets outside of Europe and North America. That's a very good question. My recipe to success, I would say one single thing, it's following your passion. I discovered my passion through BNI, which was helping people. Our philosophy is give us gain. So what I did before that, I was helping people manage their finances and their wealth. Now I'm able to help people not just manage their finances, their wealth, but what we offer, of course we say it's referrals, but what we get in terms of feedback from our members, they're getting more benefits than just growing the business. It's a lot of personal development, the support that they build. So that's very rewarding. And the more I do this, I'm finding it, the more I enjoy it. I think happiness in life is waking up in the morning, doing what you love doing, and at the end of the day, when you look back, you can say, you know what, I accomplished what I wanted to do. People have dreams. It's more about the journey than the destination. So it's basically being able to surround yourself with people who are positive, people who fuel energy, who give you energy, and they lift you in whatever ways, what are your desires. So that's, in my definition, what true happiness is. Being surrounded by the right people and really being able to do what you'd like to do in life. I would say our founder, Dr. Ivan Meisner, we are in the relationship business, what we do in BNI. We're developing people. There is, what he says is, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So you may have all the knowledge, but you've got to be able to touch people, you've got to be able to build relationships before you can lead people, So people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. My advice to young entrepreneurs is, again, follow your passion, follow your dreams. If you're young, you've got a lot of time in front of you. At the end of the day, it's, learning through mistakes. If you look at all the success stories out there, when you look at their background, you'll hear from practically everybody. Nobody was an overnight success. Nobody made it the first time around, So it's giving yourself the opportunity to give it a shot, make mistakes, fall down, but then be willing to stand up and try again. And keep on trying, and you will succeed. I would say the most influential figure in my life is my mum. From a very young age, she's always been there, of course, but she has always given me freedom to do whatever I liked. She's never questioned anything. I would share my dreams, I would share what I want to do, and she would be there to support and say, yes, go for it, So basically set me free to do whatever I like, and I highly respect that. Somebody who is not afraid of anything, who is willing to give it a shot, and who's always looking at the good of everything, giving everybody the benefit. I always start off with saying everybody is good unless proven otherwise. And I think it helps when it's about building trust. To me, Dubai is home. A lot of people ask me, so where are you going to retire? We haven't thought about that, because to us, we see this as a place where we're going to be for the foreseeable future. My son is born here, so for him, of course, it's home. So that means we've also made this truly our home. At the end of the day, We only don't know what we don't know. So when anybody shares an idea, shares things with you, always go with an open mind, and that's the best way to learn, because you don't know what you don't know. And if you keep if you have a mindset where you know everything, then you really don't grow. So I think that's a really good philosophy to follow. Always work with an open mind, and you'll be amazed and surprised of what life has to offer you.
And that's the end of today's interview with Bijay Shah. I hope you have enjoyed it. We are constantly looking for new interesting stories and new interesting people. So if you know somebody who will be benefiting or who can be featured on our channel, please get in touch with us. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.